We're going live. And now we're live. Howdy. We didn't do the little count because we're out of time. It's we're 6 minutes past. So we've got a lot to tackle.
Yeah. We're late and it's Jonathan's fault.
It's always my fault.
Yes. Yeah, because you distracted us
if
with
anything goes wrong,
conversations
blame
and
me.
fun.
I'm responsible for Jason's connection problems too.
Yes.
It's my
yes, and the overheating of my
laptop.
Yeah. You're just so hot.
Of my laptop.
Oh, if only the ladies would say that.
Yeah. You're just so hot.
Elena, do you have headphones perchance? Because we're getting a lot of feedback. I don't know why it's happening. Maybe you're in a room that's got a lot of echo.
I don't have any. Let me stop the YouTube.
Yeah, that's the thing. You are on YouTube. Okay.
Yes,
do you have access to the document? It's linked also on
yes,
on
I
Patreon.
Do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So here we go. Basically, we just read the Hebrew and translate through it. This is number 4 is extremely crudely, maniacally long. I don't know what is wrong with this Weingreen guy that he'd make an exercise so long, but that's what we have. Okay, so I'll start us out and then we will just move through it. So it begins with Vayehi. I'm going to make the text big so that they don't really need to see our faces right now, right? Vayehi behivada. Okay, behivada. That's a nice
we're
word.
on 40, right? 40.
40, and it's on screen. Yes.
I don't have it. So I'll go.
You don't have it.
I do not.
It's supposed to be shared with you.
I know. It's the only one. Let me see. Let me go to Drive.
Let's see if you're here.
I'm not
Jonathan
here yet.
Quebec, you are there. You have it in your email.
Well, not in my email, but maybe my OneDrive.
Yeah, that's where you're supposed to be.
Or I mean my Google Drive.
I go to docs.google.com and it opens up.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Back to it. ויהי בהיוודע ליושבי העיר, כי באו אנשים אל בית לוט, ויתקבצו. Okay, so ויתקבצו is our first verb consecutive tied back to ויהי. ויהי is setting up the temporal situation. It's giving us Elena says it's painting the picture against which the narrative is going to take place.
I like that.
The narrative begins with ויתקבצו. ויתקבצו לפני ביתו, ויבקשו להוציא את המלאכים משם. ויכו אותם המלאכים, ולא יכלו לראות. ויסובו את הבית ואת הדלת לא מצאו. Okay, so let's go through the forms. So, behivada, it's like...
Matsa'u.
I said that.
I thought you said
behivada, no, matsa'u. Behivada is when it was known. So it came. I'm writing somewhere crazy. Right here. Okay. So and it came to pass. That's what I like to write because that's how I'm old like that.
I hate it.
When it became known. This is nifal. Nifal. The nifal of yada. Lihivada. Colton has disappeared. Can you take him on and off stage? It came to pass, but it doesn't matter. Our picture's on top. When it became known to the inhabitants, those who dwell, the inhabitants of the city, that men came to the house of Lot. Okay, this is all the time. Okay, then we have our first verb. I want to use this one or this one.
That one.
So, yeah.
Well, you could do the pictures on the side.
But the text is bigger when there are no pictures. Yes. That men came to the house of Lot, okay? Then it says they, it doesn't say who, they gathered together, Vaitkaptsu, before his house, Beito, his house. And sought, they tried, levakesh is to seek, to to look for, to try even, like Lenasot. They sought to bring out the angels from there. And in this case, we are talking about angels, right? Malach often doesn't mean angel, but in this case, it definitely does. And they, that is the angels, it says Hamalachim, the angels struck them. We're going to think in this case as the katal of Yachal was able, Yachol, as such that, or with the result that they could not see. They struck them and they could not see. It's not really and, like the striking of them was intentionally to make them not see. But the result was their inability to see. So we could say with the result that they could not see, right? It's this. There's a resultant connection between the striking and the loss of
It
vision.
would probably be better to say so that.
Yeah, or such that. Such that is good English.
Yeah.
But with the result that, such that they could not see. And they surrounded the house. Who is they? In this case, it's not the angels, it's the men. It's kind of bad order. This is not how the text actually reads. It's not that the angels struck them and they couldn't see, and then they surrounded the house. First, they surrounded the house, and then they tried to get the angels out. The angels struck them with blindness, and they couldn't find the door. So they surrounded the house, but they did not find. This is definitely a modal. They could not find the door. When we say the modal, like in English, if somebody's standing on stage, let's say you're at a speech, a rally of some politician, because you've got an election in like 8 days, 9 days, something like that in America.
8 days.
You're at an election rally, and the microphone goes out. What do you say to the person on stage? What do you shout? Hey, we can't hear you. Can't hear you, right? I can't hear you. But in Hebrew, you don't say, I can't hear you. You just say, I don't hear you. אני לא שומע, לא שומעים. לא שומעים, דבר בקול רם, לא שומעים. You don't say, לא יכולים לשמוע. It's too long. So also here, את הדלת לא מצאו doesn't mean just they didn't find the door. They didn't find it. Oops, they didn't find it. No, it's they weren't able to find it. They couldn't find it because they were blind. So there's a modal sense to the verb that you don't see in direct translation, but it's certainly intended. Does that make sense? Colton, you're going to look silly when I turn on the cameras. All right. So who is taking the number
I
two?
have this one.
2 parts. Yes, you may.
Okay. Because it has my favorite constructions. Let's see. What Jason likes about Segelitz, I feel the same way about real and irreal mood in Hebrew. So let me I lost my window here.
So you really would have loved the continuation of our discussion.
I know. I was there for half of it and it was great. You
were there for a quarter of it. We were there for 2 hours.
Oh, well, I got home and wondered if you were still talking like you did with Colton that one time when you talked for 5 hours and didn't sleep. So,
right, give us a read. Give us a read.
Yes. So, Vayedaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. So then you have and.
Read the whole thing.
Oh, well, I was going to do it in pieces. Okay.
Let's be fluent.
Lo el paro v'amarti elav. Ve'amarta
elav. That's
Marta. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, amarta elav. Yeah.
That is your real perfect. Hello.
Yes, that's why I wanted this. Ko amar Adonai Elohei Yisrael shalach. Well, that's strange.
That's perfectly normal.
Shalach et ami. Huh?
Perfectly normal. Don't you know Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby? I know he's fallen out of
I've
grace or
heard
whatever,
of
but
it.
that was a good movie. And he told his daughter that because she could see him when he was a ghost, and he says, if anybody asks anything, you tell them everything is perfectly normal. And that's shalach. Shalach. Everything is
I
perfect.
would. Oh, it means perfect.
No, it doesn't mean perfect.
Oh,
It means send
yeah, but
away.
I would
Let
expect
go.
like shloach or something.
No, it has to be piel.
I know, or I'm sorry, shileach.
Shaleach. It's imperative.
This has shalach though.
Because shalach and shaleach is the same word.
Right. Why are the vowels different?
Like we had ishtasha, which is the same as ishtashea. The
Okay.
ea and a ending can go back and forth with nifal, with piel, with hitpael.
Okay. Yeah, I was noticing it was an imperative, but I haven't ever seen that form. So, shalach et ami, what is that? V'yahogu? Is that a holam?
Mm-hmm.
V'yahogu li b'midbar, v'im encha mishaleach. See, there it is there. That's weird.
Because
Mishaleach
that's a
otam.
participle.
Yep. Hinani goef. Or go gef. No gef.
No gif.
Yeah. Hinani no gef otcha v'et avadecha. So I don't know a couple of these words. So God or Adonai said to Moses, saying, but I learned it's
So
just a quotation mark.
he didn't
But
say to Moses. He
spoke. Sorry.
spoke
I committed
to
my
Moses
own pet
saying.
peeve. I committed my own pet peeve.
So he spoke to
Jason,
Moses saying.
For somebody that claims to follow Cook and Homestead, you sure don't all the way through. Okay, we'll be literal anyway. So God said to Moses, saying, and here's your
spoke
real
to
perfect.
Moses saying.
Yeah. Okay. So here's your real perfect, or what they call a
Well,
vowel
first you have an imperative. Bo.
Yes. I wonder if it
Bo
ever.
el pao.
I wonder if it ever. Oh, I skipped that part. Bo el
Yeah.
pao. Yeah. Come to Pharaoh, or sorry, go to. Well, no. I guess technically, come to Pharaoh.
Technically come. So make it like come in.
Well,
Come
that
in
sounds
unto
sexual.
Pharaoh.
Is God telling Moses to have sex with Pharaoh?
No.
I know, I'm just kidding. So come to Pharaoh, or come into Pharaoh, or before Pharaoh or something, and say to him, this is the, what does Cook call it? Duty or obligation.
How do you render it in English? That's much more important than what Cook
Yes,
calls.
I'm going to say come. Functions as an imperative because it follows an imperative.
All right.
So come to, or and I will say to him, or no, and say to him, just and say to him.
Come unto Pharaoh and say.
Yep.
To him.
And say to him, Ko amar Adonai Elohei Yisrael. Thus, good prophetic formula. Thus said, did I type that right? Says Yahweh, God of Israel. Sorry to the Jewish people. Thus says Adonai, God of Israel.
Technically, Amar past. Thus said.
I know, but it's within. No. Not
Amar.
within prophetic. Not within.
God has already spoken to the prophet, and the prophet is relaying the message that he received from God to Pharaoh.
I don't think you will find that in any translation.
But the reason the prophets say Ko Amar Adonai is because they've already received the word. They've already received the message. What did God say to me that I'm supposed to tell you? I know we say in the King James, thus saith the Lord, but saith is present tense, and this is Amar.
It's
Adonai
not just in the
Amarli.
King James, Jason. It's not just in the King James.
But we shouldn't. Thus said Yudevave, God of
You can
Israel.
also say that since it's past tense within dialogue, it reverts to present.
I don't believe that.
Well, it happens a lot. I don't know if it happens every time, but it happens a lot within
All right.
dialogue. Switching
כה
tense.
אמר אדוני אלוהי ישראל,
Okay.
שלח עמי.
Yeah, so send my people. You got the object marker.
Where-
Send my people.
לשלוח is to send, לשלח is
Send
to
away.
send away or to let them go. You send them away, let them go.
Oh, right. This
Let
is the let
my people go. Right.
Press so hard they could not stand. Let my people go. And then you have a disjunctive, and this is also an aerial perfect with a result sense. So that they, what's chaga, may serve me.
So they might celebrate a festival, chag.
Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Might celebrate me or for me.
Celebrate a festival to me in the desert.
Oh. So it means to celebrate a festival specifically, not just to celebrate.
Well, because it's chag.
Right.
We use today the word lachgog. Lachgog, chagag, is to celebrate. Chagagti yom huledet. Chagagti yom huledet means I celebrated a birthday. Yom huledet, birthday.
Saludos, says Marcelo. Another Marcelo?
Hey! Is that Marcelo that we know?
No, it's a different Marcelo.
Ah, another Marcelo.
Yeah. Marcelo is like Parasopoulos or something. I can't remember his last name.
Let my people go so they might celebrate a festival for me. We're going to take an hour and a half just to do this one sentence. Come on, get on it.
Hey, you respect your...
ואם אינך משלח אותם, הנני נוגף אותך ואת עבדיך.
Yes, so that they might celebrate a festival for me in the wilderness.
In the desert.
In the wilderness. You could also say
if you don't,
in the wilderness. But if you are not, technically, if you are not sending them, or if you
away,
don't, maybe.
You have to distinguish between sholeach and mishaleach. Sholeach is send.
If you don't
mishaleach is send away.
Yeah.
If you don't let them go.
Let them go. Yep. Let them go. Hineni no gif. Hine plus a participle is it's usually I hereby do this or I'm about to do this, but that doesn't make sense in this context, does it? And what's no gif? I don't know that word. Wait, I do know that word.
Magefa is a plague. No gif, you strike them.
Yeah, so if you don't let them go, I am about to send. I am about to plague. Or to plague you.
Sure.
Yeah, and your servants.
All right. Elena, do you want to tackle 2B?
Okay, I'll try. Just don't be hard on me, okay?
Yeah, Jason.
Well, Jonathan, you're a teacher, man. I got to be harder on you.
Yes, but I'm nicer than you with my students.
Okay.
Or unless you're holding me to a higher standard, which
exactly.
I understand.
V'chi yish'al. Go ahead and read. Yeah.
Al otcha Pharaoh lemor. Aye hatzon והבקר כי תהגו לאלוה. Why is it le? It should be lelohechem, right?
Yes.
Lelohechem, yeah. This is I pulled this from an automatic pointer,
Mhm.
and in Israel people tend to say Le Elohim instead of Lelohim.
Should
So
be
it did it automatically.
ואמרת אליו, גם אתה תיתן בידינו, וממך ניקח לעבוד את אדוני אלוהינו, כי הגלנו על הר האלוהים במדבר.
Okay, translate it out.
Okay, so and as will ask.
Let's take key as if and if.
Okay, and if Pharaoh will ask you by saying, is it where? Where?
Where? Mhm.
Where the small flock?
Where is the
Yeah.
flock? That
You
is
have
the
to
sheep.
you have to supply the verb if there's no verb, no to be verb.
Where
Okay,
is?
that's in English.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
where is the sheep and goats and the cattle?
Ki tachogol Elohechem.
Okay.
That
Ogu. Okay. No, that's not. Is it? It's not Tahag.
that you might make
you
a
might-
festival.
Okay, that you might sacrifice to your sacrifice, right?
It's not sacrifice. Sacrifice is lisboach. Lisboach or laakriv.
On that,
But this is to make a festival. It's like a celebration.
yeah. Okay. So and make a celebration to your. Not to your, to him.
To your God. Elohechem, chem is you.
Okay, to your God.
Mhm.
And and you
So because we said ki means if Pharaoh asks you,
and
then this is saying then you shall say.
okay,
It's
then
if then.
then
Mhm.
okay, then you will then you said to him.
You will say or you shall say.
Yeah, it has to be, well, at least if you follow Cook, it has to be the imperative sense. So
No.
you say.
This
you
is the
must say,
consequent of a
shall say.
conditional. It cannot be an imperative. It has to be.
Okay, so
Can it
that's
not? If he
No.
asks you, tell him. Okay, you could say that,
okay.
but you
Right.
don't have to because it's the apodosis of a conditional.
Okay, tell him. Also, you will give
Or put.
in the hand.
Latet can mean to give or to put. You will put it.
Put it in the hands. Okay.
You will. Mhm. You will also put it in our hands.
Our hands.
Means that you will give it to us.
Okay. You will give it to us. Okay.
Ooh, air conditioner.
Yeah, you hear it?
וממך ניקח לעבוד את אדוני אלוהינו.
And we will serve your We will serve Adonai Eloheinu, our God, Adonai our
So
God.
and from you will we take them, right? The it or the them, this is the animals.
Mm-hmm.
From you will we take them to
Okay.
serve.
To serve Adonai our God.
Mhm.
Because
Because or for.
festival
So
to
Chag Lanu, it's like could be we have a festival or it is a
okay,
festival
ours. Okay,
for us.
it is our festival on mountain of Adonai in
Elohim, mountain of God,
wilderness.
in the wilderness. Okay, we got to close 1, 2, 3 quotations. Oh my goodness. All right. 3A.
I think it's called.
Colton, you're grabbing this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I wrote that when we were talking about that Amar. Because it's performative, like as he says it, the action is done. That's why it's rendered in the perfect. Thus he has said. That's the kind of thing. That's all. Just thought.
Okay. Like, this is my beloved son, in him I'm well pleased.
Yes, that same kind of thing.
Exactly.
Exactly. That would be my guess anyway. Vahi vabocher ka'alot hashachar. Hashachar. וכל העם עומדים לפני הר סיני. ויצב אותם משה לאמור, סובו את ההר פעם אחת, ואל יעל איש על ההר, פן יגוף בו אדוני, ומת האיש ההוא. Okay. German, English. Okay. And it was in the day which the going up of the was in the day in the morning. Sorry, in the morning. At the going up of the hashachar. That is another word for sun, right? Or is it moon? What is?
No, it's shachar is the dawn.
Dawn. Thank you. I knew it was something to do with the sun, but I knew it wasn't sun. All the people were standing.
What if we add the word while?
Sure, I can live like that.
While all the people were standing before Mount Sinai. I wish that the computer wasn't overheating because I don't like having the air conditioning on.
Is there dust in it, Jason?
I don't know.
Are the fan holes open? Or are they plugged up with dust?
I don't know.
Because that happens to my laptops. It's annoying.
In Israel, everything's covered with dust, so probably.
Moses commanded them, saying, "Surround ye."
Oh my gosh, Colton.
The mountain.
Suck up.
One time. So it's just funny. It's more about seeing how you react to this.
Any more ammunition to use his antiquated language while translating.
One time.
Sounds biblical to me.
So,
let no one.
That was in our.
Yeah.
Jonathan, if I could encourage you, I don't know, if I could make you jealous. Yesterday in the readings, we talked a lot about we had 3 passages from the beginning of Genesis. One of them was the taking. One was chapter 2, the taking of the Tzelah from Adam to make Eve. And we made comparison to Plato's Symposium, the idea of the humans like having two heads, 4 arms, 4 legs, and rolling around, and that Zeus was jealous and he split them.
Yeah,
And
that's
that maybe Ha'adam also, because Sela means a side, and maybe it wasn't a rib, but it was he took one side and split it from the other and closed up the place
yeah.
where.
That's why early Jewish commentators thought that the original humans were androgynes. Male and female.
Androgynous.
Like male and female, two people in one. And then they were separated.
Yep.
Yep.
We talked about that. We talked about the demigods from Greek mythology. We talked about a lot of stuff. It was fun. All right. Let no man go up upon the mountain, lest the Lord smite him.
Loved that
man
if
die.
there's no verb, you have to supply it. It's like, okay, well, yes, it's true. It's called a
Jonathan says a
melancholy.
lot of. Jonathan says a lot of fun one-liners.
What's so funny about that?
I didn't say funny. I said fun.
Yeah, but why did he make so many laughing faces?
They're not all laughing faces. They're different kinds of emojis.
I know they are. Yeah.
All right, so here we go. ובראותכם את האש בראש ההר, ונפלתם על פניכם ארצה, כי ירד אדוני על ההר, ונגלה עליכם, ודיבר עליכם מתוך האש. וישמעו בני ישראל את דברי משה, ויראו עד מאוד. This says to us,
Laugh to not cry.
that we need to have a quotation mark here. And it continues here.
And it's my turn
Because this
again?
is all the same thing. No, I'm reading.
Okay, good.
And when you see birotchem, when you see the fire on the top of the mountain, you will fall upon your faces to the ground. Okay? Because for the Lord will descend. He will come down upon the mountain, and we're still talking in the future. He will descend. Yered v'nigla. This is nifal, the katal, the past tense, but it's been inverted to the future, and will be revealed, or he will be seen.
Jason.
And will be revealed to you, and he will speak. V'diber, he will speak. Diber is the past tense, right? But this is the katal. He will speak to you from within the fire. That's the end of the quotation. Then it says, and the Israelites listened, or they heard to the words. Let's say heard. They hearkened unto. They heard the words of Moses and were very afraid. Yes, I know your Vikatal, irreal, perfect. The point is...
You just said inverted to the future. No.
Yes, because of Juon and Muraoka from yesterday.
I know, and I hate that. It's like, and Lambden calls them conversive, I think. And I just don't know. They're not. They're different forms originally, right? Yikes. All right, so anyway. Vayakhel Yehoshua et b'nei Yisrael v'yedaber.
Be careful that that's not Yakhel.
Vayakhel.
Vayakhel.
Yeah, Vayakhel. It's hard to say. Vayakhel Yehoshua et b'nei Yisrael v'yedaber alehem lemor. And then Adonai Eloheinu he'eviranu et hayarden hazeh lamet lanu et haaretz hazot ka'asher ba la'avotenu v'hine anachnu omdim neged ha'ir Yericho asher tinaten kayadenu machar. Oh, thank you.
Beyadenu.
Yes.
Asher tinaten beyadenu machar. These are words that are associated with Vayakhel. Keilah, community.
Yeah, we know.
Makela. Makela is a chorus, like people get together and they sing. Kohelet, obviously the book of the Bible. Yitkael is like people like assembled. They gathered together.
To call to assembly. Or Joshua assembled them together. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I gotta switch over to my window again.
Joshua assembled the Israelites.
Why is it going? Okay, there it goes. Joshua assembled the Israelites. Whoops. Bold the Israelites, and he spoke to them. Quotation mark.
Saying,
Adonai, our God, He'eviranu, has brought us. Right? He'eviranu has led us. Et Hayarden he has made us cross. Has led us cross the Jordan, I guess, right?
Or made us cross, or let us cross. Okay.
Brought
us over. Brought us over the Jordan.
Brought us. Nah. It's weird. I would expect a preposition there. I guess if you wanted to put it in good English, you would have to do.
If I go over the Jordan, אני עובר את הירדן. אני עובר את הירדן. Et is a preposition.
Oh, across.
הוא העביר אותנו. הוא העבירנו את.
There we go. Has brought us across the Jordan. Has led us across the Jordan. This Jordan. Well, the Jordan and this Jordan are the same. I think it's not always Hayarden Hazeh, but often.
Just like you have in Deuteronomy, you have Halevanon Hazeh.
Yeah, and I wonder why I'm not sure why they do that, unless they're trying to distinguish it from other rivers. But there's not.
I think you intentionally want us to not finish. Just translate.
Fine.
We gotta go. Be quick.
Oh my gosh. In order to give to us the land. In order to give the land to us, this land. Atet lanu et haaretz hazot ka'asher nishba, just as he swore to our ancestors, and now
fathers and mothers.
Yep, that's why I used ancestors. And now, anachnu omedim neged, we are standing before the city of Jericho. Asher tinaten bayadenu mahar, which, oh my gosh, which was given or has been given.
Will be. Tomorrow cannot mean was.
Oh, because there's mahar there. Yep. Which will be given.
What is the past tense of tinaten? Tinaten is the future. The yiktol. What is the katal?
Which he gave.
The nifal. The nifal of latet.
How do you make a past nifal?
Mm-hmm.
Which was given. That's what I said, right? No, but it can't be was because of mahar.
Tinaten is future for sure. And the mahar is future. But
Right,
how would
but
you say it? How would you say it was given yesterday?
that's what I said that you correct.
Nitan. Nitan is the past. Asher nitan beyadenu etmol. What was put into our hands yesterday. The point is that tinaten is strictly future. Tinaten.
Yeah, I thought I said will
And the
be given.
past is nitan.
Yeah, but how do you have future? Oh, tomorrow is future. Duh.
Yes.
Which will be given. Didn't I say that? Is that still wrong?
I'm trying to test you on how do you do the nifal in the past for this verb. I wanted you to produce it, not just to argue with me about the translation.
Yeah, but it's not the Nifal past. I don't know if I've seen Natan in the
It
Nifal
isn't.
past.
I wanted you to produce it. Not this is not the past. I wanted you to produce the past.
Hey.
So I'm saying,
Calm down.
how do you say it in the past? You say nitan tmol, yesterday. Tmol.
Nitan. Yeah. Oh, of
Nitan
course.
is
Duh,
nifal
duh, duh,
past.
duh.
Nitan.
Yeah. What's wrong with me? Sorry.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Yeah. Nitan, of course. It's just a regular Nifal. But
Well,
what I'm having trouble with is how to translate it as a past or with a oh no, it's future. They're both future. So which will be given, right?
but given is not a good translation for a city. It's going to be put.
Into
It
our
will be
hands.
put in our hands tomorrow. The word latet means also put.
That's true, but you could
Not
say
just
given
give.
into our hands. They say given into our hands all the time
Yeah.
with armies and stuff.
All right. 4B, who is after this? Elena? 4B,
Is she here?
Beata.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's me.
Okay.
4B. Okay. Beata שמעונה את אשר אנוכי מצווה אתכם ונשמרתם מאוד לעשות ככל אשר אנוכי מדבר אליכם. והיה בבוקר וקמתם אוקיי, וירדתם הירדנה towards ירדן. ורחצתם במי הנהר ועליתם העירה וסבותם את חומותיה כל היום על
כל היום עד הערב.
הערב.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And listen. Okay. And listen, please. To what I command you, and keep.
But nishmartem is nifal. It means be careful.
Okay, be careful.
Be very so, and the me'od is very. Be very careful.
Be very careful to do to do that I
So don't forget all. כל אשר אנוכי מדבר אליכם, all.
everything that I מדבר, that I tell you,
I speak to you.
I speak to you.
Mhm.
Okay, and it was at the dawn.
Not was. This is the future.
Okay, and it will be at the dawn and at the you
In the morning. Dawn is shachar. Morning
yes,
is boker.
that's right. Okay, and it
Mhm.
will be in the morning, and you will get up, and
Mhm.
you and go down to Yardena, to the river of Jordan, Yardan.
You go down to the Jordan.
Uh-huh. And uh, you will uh, you will wash yourself by water
In the water of the river.
the river. Yeah.
Mhm.
And you will go up
Mhm.
uh, to the city,
Yeah.
and and go around.
Mhm.
Go around the walls.
But it's chomotea. The eha is
Walls.
its, like its walls. Go
Its
around its walls.
her walls. Uh,
Mhm.
the whole day
Mhm.
until evening.
Mhm.
Until the
Oh,
evening.
right. Right. Okay. I believe that it's still going to continue. Joshua is still speaking his instructions, so we'll continue with the quotation in the next one. Colton, are you speaking?
Yes, sorry,
Okay.
I was. Sorry. Let me zoom this in because I'm blind as a bat.
It's all good, Colton.
Are bats blind?
Yes,
Yes, they are.
they use sonar.
וראו יושבי יריחו איש אל רעהו, הן רבים בני ישראל כוכבי השמיים.
Ke. Kechochave. Kechochave. I know that's a mess of a word. That's a
I
mess
don't
of
even
a
know what
word, right?
No, I don't even know what I said. That was what I was trying to
But
figure
you
out.
left
Okay.
off it's like it has to have like the stars up. So it's ke chochve ashamayim.
Oh yeah, my brain just probably skipped it because of all the other coughs in there. וכעפר האדמה. ומי יכול לעמוד בפניהם? ונפלה עליהם יראתכם ולא תהיו בהם. בהם רוח לעמוד בפנינו. הלא שמעתם את דברי המרגלים אשר דיברו עליכם בשובם מן העיר יריחו. Okay. And see the inhabitants of Jericho.
It looks like this is wrong.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the pointing is wrong. Do you have It looks
I
like
don't
it
have
should
it
be
up.
Vera'u, and they will see.
Oh, okay. That makes sense too.
The inhabitants of Jericho will see each man his neighbor. But that doesn't make sense either. I don't know. I want to look it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Translate past that. Starting with
Uh,
hen. Rabim.
if
I think hen here is like behold, hine.
oh, okay. Thank you. I would have figured it out eventually. I just ain't got that far. Behold, many sons of Israel as the dust. Okay. As the stars of the sky and as the dust. Behold.
Rabim is like
Uh,
abundant, a lot. There are a lot of
Right.
them.
Right. No, I was trying to figure out the syntax. Behold, the children of
Yeah, it's
Israel
supposed to be
are
Vera'u.
as many as the stars of the sky and as the dust of the earth. Okay, you said it is supposed to be. Okay, and there's a whole word missing. That okay. Okay, and they will. Is this still part of the quote then?
Yeah.
Okay, and they.
וראו יושבי יריחו ואמרו איש אל רעהו. You know, I have to type all of this out by hand, and so sometimes I miss
Yeah.
things.
And they will see the inhabitants of Jericho, and they will say. And they'll say, each one to his friend. And okay, this is the little quote, right?
Mhm.
Little quote. Behold, the children of Israel, as many as stars of the sky and the dust of the earth. And who is able to stand before them?
And that's the end of that quote.
Yep. And and fear of you will fall upon them, and a spirit to stand before us.
And this makes you wonder, how should we understand the word ruach?
Yeah. Will not be and sorry, there will not be a there will not be
So maybe you know the word
courage.
animus. Animus in Latin.
Yeah, before us.
Animus is technically a spirit or breath, but it means courage. Right? They won't have courage to stand before us.
Yeah. Did you not hear?
הלא שמעתם את דברי המרגלים אשר דיברו אליכם בשובם מהעיר יריחו?
Of the spies which spoke to you when they returned from the city of Jericho.
All right. And we will start next week 4D, continuation of this talk. It goes all the way to 4G. This is really long.
It's insane. This is silly.
Yeah, that really is.
No, it goes to
That's a lot.
that is really long. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. We also have a really long one in the English to Hebrew, number 4. It's got three divisions that I've made. So we'll continue with 40 for next week. And now we're going to pull just to the Patreon users for the English to Hebrew. So whoever wants to join us, you will be welcome. Sorry, we were a bit late starting this one, and now we're a bit late starting the next one. So, but in Israel, by the way, it's an hour early because we set our clocks back yesterday, and you guys did not.
That helps you, doesn't it?
In some ways.
Mhm.
I mean, for Jason, he doesn't have to stay up quite as late.
Right. But his schedule
What's the
is
difference
such.
between 3:30 and 4:30? Oh.
1 hour.
All right, guys. So whoever's joining me, we'll see you in a couple of minutes, and whoever's not, Jonathan, good night.
Good night, and also thank you to our Patreon members. Did you thank them on our
Indeed.
last stream? Oh, well, you
Oh,
thanked them
certainly
yesterday,
did.
so
Sorry,
It's
I didn't
fine.
even see my dad. That was my dad in the chat.
Mr. Colton.
I
Yes,
see.
Mr. Colton. That was funny. I was going to say hello, Colton's dad.
Yeah.
All
Sorry, I
right,
didn't-
folks.
I was
Let's
so
All
call
right.
it a day.
We'll
Go
see you
to
guys
the-
later.
Peace.
Bye bye.